If you didn't get enough sleep last night, you're not alone. According to a new study, the CDC reports that more than 1 in 3 American adults doesn't get enough sleep. For adults aged 18 to 60, enough sleep is considered at least 7 hours a night. And of course, individually, it could be more than that. The study shows getting less than that can cause increased risk of developing chronic diseases like diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure. Dr. Alcibiades Rodriguez is with NYU, an assistant professor at the Langone Medical Center's Department of Neurology. When you hear that number, 1 in 3 Americans, does it surprise you?
No, it doesn't. Other studies in different ways have been asking the same question, and it's very consistent.
Okay, so why aren't we sleeping enough?
There is many reasons for that. One is the difficult schedules for work, different diseases that we may have, and it depends how you ask the question, right? So many people think that 7 hours is the minimum you should have, and if you ask the people, sometimes we underestimate our sleep time. And so people have some medical problems, so that's maybe an issue for that.
Okay, when they break down the numbers, in total this means more than 83 million Americans are sleep deprived. That is a scary number if you look at how many are operating cars, heavy machinery, things where, you want someone to be fully awake and present in the moment. Among those most likely to get great sleep, they were married or employed, with 67% and 65% respectively saying they were getting enough.
Yes.
Among the best sleepers, college graduates, with 72% reporting 7 hours or more. So why do you think, it surprises me that people sleep better if they're married than unmarried?
Yes. So anxiety has to do a lot with the quantity of sleep that we have. And we know that certain things in life are more stressful than others. Like, for example, single people, especially as you get older, you may feel like you are isolated, so maybe an issue to not sleep. If you are unemployed, that's stressful. Even getting married could be stressful. Being divorced is a very stressful situation. We know that anxiety, mood disorders are very closely associated with insomnia. That means that you probably don't get enough sleep.
And if you're a parent, especially of infants or small children, the studies show you don't get enough sleep.
Yes, just remember that for good sleep, it's not only quantity, it's all quality.
Right.
If we see the numbers, 8% of people in that study sleep 9 or more hours. So those people are not normal either, right? So why they need more hours to sleep?
Because the babies keep waking up in the middle of the night and going, Mama!
Exactly. Or may have a sleep disorder, like a sleep apnea, that fragmented sleep at night.
Yeah, okay, so I have questions about a couple things. What do you say to people who brag, and we have all met them, I only need 5 hours of sleep a night?
It's probably not true. Right, so many people high functioning can function with very few hours. I think I can function with 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
But if you go to reaction time, fine testing about looking at dot and pressing.
Which matters when you're driving.
Exactly, so that may be impaired. It's not the same that you sleep 7-8 hours, that's 6-5 hours.
Okay, as you age, I'm surprised to see that older Americans get better sleep than college kids because, and look, everybody knows why, and I say college kids, but I mean in that age range. Kids are out and having a good time where older Americans are home. But what about melatonin and the decrease in melatonin as we age? Is that a myth?
That's correct. Melatonin usually is a nocturnal hormone that drives our sleep, right? So as we get older, you are correct, melatonin decreases the curve, usually by 65, 70. And with the sleep, the quality may not be...
Does taking melatonin before you go to bed help?
In some patients, as you get older and in the very young.
Okay.
Right.
And last one, our devices. There's been a lot of publicity over the blue light that our screens emit and how that affects that sleep hormone melatonin. Is one reason why we're not getting enough sleep because we're taking this to bed?
That could be part of it, and nobody has studied well the influence of the new devices on our sleep.
By the way, I've tried to stop taking my phone with me to bed and picking up a book instead as I'm going to bed, because I've noticed a difference between how quickly I fall asleep and how fragmented my sleep is. Dr. Rodriguez, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for the invitation.
Appreciate it.